Hello and welcome to the findyourflow.com presentation of how to start a business. This is a quick video, an introductory video to a larger course, and I want to help you get a good idea of first the general concepts and then second the specific steps. We're going to go into a little bit more detailed steps in that section. So let's get right down to business. So first of all, the general concepts. When you go to create a business, there's a lot of ideas around following your passion, following your dreams, following your hopes and visions, and there is definitely value in that. You want to be passionate, ideally, about what you're doing for work, with your job, with your career. And that really doesn't necessarily have anything to do with business. Sometimes it can be monetized. Sometimes you may not want to monetize it. If it's your art or a hobby or something that you do because you love it, there's not necessarily a reason to try to make that into a business. And that is actually one of the worst reasons to try to start a business, because you love something or you just, you're passionate about it. Doesn't mean it can't be a good business, but it's not a good reason to start a business. So what is a good reason to start a business? Well, if you're solving a problem for someone, that is really what entrepreneurship is all about, is solving problems for people, and then of course finding the people who are actually willing to pay you to solve that problem for them. This is huge, because just because we like this problem solved, even maybe your friends, maybe everybody you know wants this problem solved, but none of them are willing to pay you for it, well, then it's not a business. It's a hobby. It's something maybe you do for fun or you do to help them out, but it's not actually a business. So we have to be able to find people who are willing to pay to have this problem solved for them. Next, we want to talk about creating systems and processes to solve that problem. So if we're solving the same problem over and over for somebody, or we're providing a service, and that falls into solving a problem for somebody. A service could be anything from washing somebody's car, or walking their dogs, or creating food if you're a chef or a server. You're helping these people that have the problem of hunger, and you are helping them fight that hunger while you're solving a problem for them. So if you are working in a place like, there's a fast food chain that solves problems. It feeds all these people that are hungry. And there are, of course, systems and processes in place for a chain to be able to be successful. That is what gives them the ability to franchise their business. They are selling systems, right? So to create a system and process around solving this problem gives you leverage, and it also in many cases gives you the economy of scale, meaning you can grow it and it doesn't cost you as much to grow. So next up, we want to talk about hiring and or outsourcing this job of solving this problem. And you may even incorporate machines or computers into this problem solving to work the systems that you've created to solve the problem for the paying customers. So that's kind of the general idea of starting a business. Is, are people willing to pay for this? Has it been market tested? Are you able to systematize this problem solving? If it's something where maybe it's different every time, then that doesn't mean you can't do it. You can't create a job out of it, or maybe even create jobs and turn it into a business. But it's not something that you would be able to scale in many cases. So that's just kind of talking about jobs or businesses that you might be able to scale. That's something you want to look into. How can you create systems and processes? Because that's going to save you time, money, energy. It's how you build a business that is successful and will work without you being there, and that's huge. So hiring and outsourcing, very, very important. And when you talk about that, then you definitely need to have some systems in place for these people to work efficiently and effectively for your business. So let's talk a little bit about some specific steps. Now, I want to give you a disclaimer right off the bat. These are not super specific, okay? I acknowledge that. I'm not giving you a 32-point bullet point here. That may be something that I offer soon. We'll see. But these are just more specific steps than the general steps we just went over. And I'm not an attorney. This is not legal advice. Seek legal advice before starting a business. All right, now that we got that out of the way, this will vary by location. So your specific steps to start a business in your area will be different than mine, right, and other people's. So you want to be sure that you're aware of your local laws. There are all sorts of zoning laws. There are ordinances, there are permits, there's licensing, there's taxes, all these things that you need to be aware of when you're starting a business. And even if it's an online business, like I have an online business, I still have to go through the city to get a permit, to get a license, and file this and that, and pay taxes, and there's state taxes and federal taxes, and all these things that you need to be aware of as a business owner. And this is just part of the process. So you got to check this out. You're going to have to do some homework here because it will be different by location. You're going to want to consult your CPA if you have one. If not, maybe you should consider getting one. An attorney if you have the need for an attorney, depending on your where you're at in life, what kind of assets you may have, what kind of protection you need, what type of business you're going to file. Is this going to be a sole proprietorship? Is this going to be an S corporation? Is this going to be an LLC, a limited partnership? There's different ways to form a business depending on a lot of factors. So that's something you'd want to consult a professional, an attorney for. And then you may also need to file a DBA, or doing business as. So if you have a fictitious name, then you'll have to file what's called a fictitious name statement. You'll probably have to write an ad and take out an ad in your local newspaper, and usually the county clerk will have some recommendations for you in their preferred newspapers that you can run your ad. You have to fill out the paperwork, pay the fee, all that good stuff is all part of the fun. And then one thing I always recommend to do right away is to purchase a domain name. Of course, I'm highly biased. I'm an internet marketing consultant, so I help online businesses get started all day, every day. So I'm very eager for them to get their domain names purchased. That is your website address. You want to get one that is ideally easy to remember, short as possible, easy to spell. You don't want to use cute or fancy spellings of things that can just, people won't be able to find your website. So you want to keep it simple, easy to spell, relatively short if possible, and you want to get that reserved right away so that way nobody else can get it. I consider website addresses virtual real estate. So there you go. Alright, so if you would like more information about how to start a business, I'm going to be putting out more of these videos. So be sure to subscribe for more videos on how to start a business. You can go to youtube.com/findyourflowvideos is the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe there. You can also go to www.findyourflow.tv and subscribe there as well. So thank you for watching. I'm excited to help you get your business started online and or in person, in brick and mortar. Go out there. This is America. Here where I'm recording from, we are passionate about small business here, and I want to support people. And even if you're in other countries, if you're if you're looking to start a business and I could be of any way of help, please follow these videos. Comment, let me know what I can do to help you guys, what kind of information you're looking for, and I'll do my best to help you. So thanks so much for watching. Share, subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. So until next time, my friend, be flowing.